In a world that glorifies constant movement, noise, and relentless productivity, stillness is often misunderstood as passivity or even laziness. Society conditions us to believe that success comes from perpetual motion, always doing, striving, and pushing forward. Yet, beneath the surface of this frenetic energy lies a profound truth. Stillness is not the absence of action, but the foundation of true power. Stillness is not the absence of action. It is the presence of focused power. It is the axis around which your entire life can turn with precision, clarity, and depth. Your stillness is not a lack of energy. It is refined energy, directed with intention and authority. This is why your stillness is more powerful than all the frantic movement around you. It is a secret weapon, a forgotten art, a sacred state of being that connects you to your highest intelligence, truest purpose, and divine strength. What is stillness? Stillness is not simply sitting in one place and doing nothing. Real stillness is an internal state. It is when the waves of thought, fear, and reaction have calmed, and you return to your center. It is where clarity reigns and power builds. Stillness is presence. It is total awareness. It is the art of non-reactivity. It is the moment when you stop being tossed by the winds of the world and begin to direct your own internal weather. Stillness is strength restrained. It is emotion processed. It is a mind undisturbed. And in this world of noise and rush, the man who can remain still is the one who has mastered his mind. The strongest warriors are never frantic. They are calm under pressure. They move with poise, patience, and precision. Why? Because stillness is a form of control. When you are still, you are able to see. You are able to feel. You are able to respond, not react. This is power. True warriors practice stillness like a ritual. They train their breath. They control their emotions. They learn to find the eye of the storm even in the midst of chaos. And this is what makes them lethal. Not their weapons, not their muscles, not their numbers, but their control. Stillness allows you to act from a higher plane of consciousness. It removes fear, it sharpens instinct, and it aligns you with truth. You don't get pulled into the games of your enemy. You remain rooted in purpose, in principle, in presence. We live in an age where anxiety is normal. People are constantly stimulated by social media, news, work, expectations, and distractions. Their nervous systems are in overdrive. Their attention spans are collapsing. Their peace is stolen before they even wake up. Stillness then becomes a radical act. Choosing stillness in this world is choosing sovereignty over slavery. It is choosing mastery over chaos. It is choosing to be the author of your experience rather than a puppet pulled by external forces. Stillness is where you break the addiction to stimulation. It's where you reclaim your sanity. It's where you reconnect to your inner world, which is always richer than anything the outside world can offer. When the waters of a lake are still, you can see your reflection. When your mind is still, you can see your path. Stillness brings clarity. In the absence of mental chatter, truth becomes audible. You begin to hear your inner voice. You reconnect with your intuition. You begin to remember who you are, what you are here for, and where you must go. Most people are blind not because they lack sight, but because their inner vision is clouded by noise. Stillness is a purifier. It removes illusions. It burns away lies. It reveals direction. The greatest visions are born in silence. Prophets, sages, mystics, leaders. They retreat into stillness not because they're hiding, but because they're listening. In stillness, your purpose speaks. In stillness, your higher self begins to rise. Power is not noise. Power is not flexing. Power is not domination. True power is contained energy. It is the ability to hold, to wait, to act at the right moment. This is the essence of stillness. A nuclear reactor doesn't scream. It hums. A lion doesn't bark. It watches silently until the moment comes. Your stillness is more powerful because it cultivates energy. It sharpens your focus. It grounds your spirit. It deepens your will. Most men lose power by constantly pouring it outward through reactions, arguments, distractions, and uncontrolled emotion. But the man who has mastered stillness stores his energy like gold. And when he moves, the world feels it. Stillness is a furnace where your inner fire is stoked. Masculine energy thrives in direction, order, depth, and presence. When a man is constantly shaken by circumstances, distracted by emotions, or overwhelmed by demands, he loses his masculine polarity. He becomes reactionary, scattered, and drained. But the still man is anchored. He does not chase. He does not beg. He does not apologize for his truth. He is present, focused, and solid. His woman can relax in his presence. His enemies can feel his boundary. His children trust his consistency. Stillness is the root of the masculine frame. Without it, you collapse into weakness. With it, you become a mountain, immovable, vast, eternal. Relationships thrive on emotional stability. If you bring chaos, reactivity, and noise into your relationships, you destroy trust. But if you bring stillness, emotional maturity, patience, and presence, you become a pillar for others. When your woman is emotional, your stillness calms her. When your brother is in pain, your presence soothes him. When your children are wild, your consistency grounds them. Stillness allows you to listen more than you speak, to understand more than you judge, to hold space rather than demand attention. The people who trust you the most are not the ones you impress with words, but the ones who feel safe in your stillness. Your body heals in stillness. Your mind heals in stillness. Your soul recovers in silence. Healing is not always about doing. It is often about undoing, releasing, letting go. And this only happens when you stop moving and allow yourself to be. Stillness is a medicine. It is the pause between breaths. It is the rest between battles. It is a sacred moment when you step away from the world and return to yourself. Men burn out because they never rest. They try to fight every day like warriors, but forget that even the strongest soldier needs retreat. Stillness is your retreat. It is your return to base. And from this place, you gain new strength for the next battle. Stillness is where you meet God. In the Bible, God is not found in the earthquake, or in the fire, or in the storm, but in the still small voice. That is the eternal truth of every spiritual path. Divine wisdom is never loud. It is never chaotic. It is quiet, soft, and hidden in the silence of your own soul. When you pray with a still heart, your voice is heard. When you meditate in silence, you commune with the infinite. When you retreat into stillness, the divine approaches. Stillness is sacred space. It is where spirit speaks. It is where your soul realigns with higher truth. Stillness is not weakness. It is the ultimate power. In a world that never stops moving, the ability to be still is a rare and invaluable skill. It is the foundation of emotional resilience, creative insight, wise leadership, and spiritual depth. When we embrace stillness, we step out of the chaos and into a space of clarity. We stop reacting and start responding. We no longer chase validation through constant doing, but find strength in simply being. Be still.